Hello, my friends, my family, Litecoin Lawton again on this beautiful day, on this beautiful Sunday. It's been a while. I know it is the 21st. I am glad to be here. I'm glad to come at you guys live. This is some beautiful things going on in the world right now. I am super excited. Things are getting ready to pop. Like a popcorn, dude. We're gonna start seeing some action, you guys, finally in the charts. Things have been going very sideways, and I want to show you guys why I think that there's gonna be some action coming up very soon. If you guys check out my channel, like, subscribe. This is my website that I made for you guys. I wanted to put everything kind of in one situation. If you guys want to check out Dogecoin or ETH, or like when you can just come in and click on the news related, and it'll pull up whatever coin that you so desire. The crypto space is fungible, and we are all in this fungible space together. So what's good for one is usually good for others. We have winners, we have losers. I personally am very into Litecoin, obviously, and so I am proud, you guys, to be in this space. And I do love Litecoin, and the reason I love it is because of the innovation and the team behind this. Charlie Lee and his developers, the altruism that I feel from this project. Mimblewimble is private is also the only other coin that shares Lightning Network, right, you guys? We have a card. And you know, people underestimate Segwit and Lightning Network and the ability to be, even if we're the beta, you know, for Bitcoin and the test net for Bitcoin, that makes Litecoin so valuable, you guys. And so right now we're extremely undervalued, and I think that because of that, you know, we're going to be getting some correction in the Litecoin to Bitcoin ratio. Just like the gold and silver ratio, every ratio can be played. And if you're in the crypto space, that is a really good move sometimes to go from Bitcoin and then, you know, go into altcoins once you think that Bitcoin maybe has peaked and you can get that little extra pop out of it. Well, where do I think we are in the current cycle, you guys? I am a firm believer right now of the 4-year cycle. I don't see how anybody can really you know, deny that there's a 4-year cycle at this point. The halving cycle initiates this pumpage, you guys, and it's pretty clear throughout the history. And you just have to kind of like, you fool me once, you know, shame on you, you, right? Fool me twice, shame on me, right? Fool me 3 times, you know, if I didn't catch this one, then I'm just like not paying attention, right? And that's possible. And then look at this, you guys. I mean, this has happened 3 other times, you know, if you want to count this one 4, but it's basically happened 3 other times, you guys. So, you know, now it's happened 4 times. So what are you guys going to do now? Okay. You think that Bitcoin's not going to correct here? I think we're on this adoption curve. Okay. Again, I keep saying it. We're like here, and we're going to start accelerating you know, this is going to start accelerating. It looks like it's plateauing, you guys, right? Like this money, but the amount of money that's in the world, okay, we're so small, okay? And all this money right here, all this money, okay, and I can show it to you in lots of different ways, but all this money is basically going to be flowing into these top tier assets, okay? And it's paper money is not going to be one, and cryptocurrency is not even on here on this particular one. So I think that, you know, there's a really good case, you guys, that, you know, you need land, you need gold and silver, and you need cryptocurrencies, okay? And that this quadrillion-dollar derivative bubble, and if this debt ceiling crisis, if they really shoot our own nation in the foot, I'll be very surprised, to be honest with you guys. And I don't think they're going to shoot ourselves in the foot, but it would be a self-inflicted wound, right? If they actually did that. I don't really 100% understand what's going to happen with that. I know that recession and depression are probably going to be very common you know, terms coming up regarding this, you know, describing this in the future, right? This event that we're coming to. So I had to look this up because this is crazy. This blows my mind. It's called a credit default swap. Okay. And basically what it is that a corporation or a sovereign debt can basically they can eliminate possible losses from a default, right, of the issuer of the bank, and that happens through this like insuring of the credit default swaps. This is the system that we're living in, you guys. Okay, and these charts, I've looked at a couple of these charts now. These credit default swaps are spiking, and like this was the housing crisis. Okay, this was a crazy crisis, right? And this was like uh this was the housing crisis, and this was like the repo market, right? But look where we are right now, you guys. This is like crazy. Like the credit default swaps, you guys, are reaching these insane levels that we've never even seen before. So this is like people insuring their bazillions of dollars, just in case the United States defaults and the bank's default. So I don't want to get too much into this. Let's go into the charts, you guys. We have some things to discuss. I do want to start off tonight with the DXY, which basically is the basket of currency. It's the US dollar versus the basket of currencies. And I just wanted to point this out, you guys, that we are, this double bottom, right, basically signified a pretty big pump here. Okay. And what are we doing right now? And it's also, so these kind of patterns, you guys, this W, a lot of times you can call these like, this is not really an Adam and Eve. But this particular one, Adam and Eve is a type of double bottom, and it's a very bullish pattern. And so this one actually is sharp, then up, then kind of curves. And this would be a more typical Adam and Eve pattern. And also just a macro double bottom or whatever you would really want to call it. But it's basically saying that the dollar right now, it's not confirmed yet. So the confirmation that the dollar is going to rip higher is basically a break of 105. So if the dollar starts ripping here, you guys, and breaks 105, then basically that's going to put this added pressure against, all of your gold, your Bitcoin, your silver, ETH, DIG, like basically any assets. Land is also going to be, the real estate market, you guys. It's teetering right now. Excuse me. It's teetering. The commercial real estate market, especially, is blown up, you guys. And that itself, that $40 trillion losses right now that they're sustaining from commercial real estate, that's going to be hitting us pretty soon, you guys. So the dollar right now, I wanted to start tonight with the dollar. Cheers to the dollar. Okay, everybody hates the dollar, but you know what? God bless America. I do want the dollar, to succeed, and I want it to change its form into something that's a little bit, better money. And I think that that's where we're coming up to, you guys. I think that the dollar is going to change gears here and actually become like a USDC or like more of a unit of count. Okay, instead of actually maybe money, it's going to be a unit of measurement. Okay, so to speak, because everything is based on how much the dollar is worth. So there could be this digitization, and the stable coins are going to buy these treasury notes, okay, that are issued from our treasury, which are bonds basically, and they're going to buy these bonds because they want to stabilize their cryptos against the US dollar. So that's going to take the place, you guys, of other central banks not buying these bonds. So I hope that makes sense. I don't know if I explained that quite right, but I think that stable coins are basically going to fill the gap left by other central banks not buying US treasuries and bonds. Okay, so that's what I think is going to happen. I not 100% sure, obviously, but I think that there could be a number of stable coins, not just one, that basically get permission from the United States to use as stable coins, and then they kind of make a deal with the Treasury to buy their notes and backing of the crypto. So I think that's what's going to happen. Let's get back more into the charts, you guys. Let's get into Bitcoin right now. So I did want to point this out. Okay, so there's this pink line. Okay, this pink line, you guys. Whenever Bitcoin basically breaks this pink line, it basically signifies that there's going to be a run. We don't know. I just drew a pink line here. I don't know where this thing is actually going to go. It seems based on the VPBR, and I've had the Fibonacci. I erased that because it was getting a little crazy on the charts, but I think that realistically, I think this a touch based on the VPBR of this like 38,000, I think it could come up here to like even like 38,000, you guys, and then this I would have to adjust that line basically. And I think we need to touch it a few times, and I think we're gonna pull like one of these. You guys zoom in right here. Like I think it's gonna come up. I don't think it's gonna maybe be this severe, even though it might be this severe. And I think that we do have like about a year and a half based on the stock to flow, you guys. The stock to flow basically is showing that we still might have a little bit more sideways action, okay? And as the halving approaches, as this turns from blue to red, this is the halving, okay? When that happens and it turns from blue and then flips to red, I think that's obviously traditionally been the start of the run. So in that case, we still have about a year and a half before the actual run starts happening. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out. And some of the reasons that I think that the golden ratio has a huge part to play in life in general, but also interesting enough in charting. So I do keep an eye on that. ETH right now, let's go actually back to Bitcoin. I wasn't done with that. RSI on the daily right now, we're reaching that, oversold. So that is interesting. Litecoin is kind of neutral. Litecoin's been leading you guys. Litecoin's been leading the pack. I'm really proud of Litecoin right now. It could just be like the halving coming up, and I'm pretty sure it's just the halving coming up, but it's really nice to see Litecoin starting to rally, you guys, and you should recognize that. ETH right now, ETH on the daily, we're oversold. We haven't got complete. We're still in the neutral zone, but we haven't got oversold yet. So that's usually when you don't want to pick some stuff up. Silver, you guys, just basically tapped oversold, and now we're kind of rising back up. Gold is still neutral in the RSI. We can get into on Bitcoin. Let me get into the cipher here, and we're still picking up this negative divergence, you guys, going on here. And the money flow, at least on the daily, on the weekly, we're actually getting a bullish divergence, but we still haven't had positive money flow back into the green. Litecoin's really mimicking Bitcoin a lot, you guys, with the divergence right now. The weekly divergence is positive, but we still haven't gotten back into the money flow back into the green. ETH right now on the cipher, we are picking up a bullish divergence on the weekly, which I'm zoomed out a lot, you guys. Okay, and I can zoom in. More useful for you traders out there. We are reaching this point. I did want to get into Bitcoin again with the Bollinger Bands. I probably really need to make a video on that. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But I want to talk about Bollinger Bands, and basically I know that there's a move coming, you guys, right now. Okay, I know there's a move coming for Bitcoin based on the Bollinger Bands. Okay, and we will see. I did get into a short position, you guys. I told you about this. The last time I made a video was I was making a video and I was shorting Bitcoin to hedge against my holdings. And I figured that this rising wedge was going to break down. So I haven't actually exited my full position here. I will exit my full position. I exited a little bit, but I'm not exiting my full position until Bitcoin breaks this like 27.4 level right now. I still think we might have a little bit more dumpy action left in us right now. So that's how I make Bitcoin on the way down. And you can you lose your paper losses, and honestly, you guys, it's not really lost until you sell, right? So they tell you that Bitcoin, Litecoin, ETH, Digibyte, no matter what they tell you guys, are not going to zero. Okay. Even, Digibyte is one of my favorite ones, you guys. This thing's getting hammered right now. I actually scooped up some more Digibyte. Look at this wick though. Okay. These things are pretty crazy. So I need you guys to be safe out there. Like, this is the game we play. All right. But check out this wick, you guys. This candle is a 43% wick candle. Okay. On Digibyte, I was looking at, I was like, dang, dude, it's probed. This is like a pretty crazy smackdown. Okay. And if it does this like macro double bottom, I think, the lowest it'll go is this bottom trend line. Okay. And I think the lowest it might go is this 006, which would be crazy, you guys. So I hope you guys are kind of taking your eye, putting your eye on some like micro cap coins. I really like Digibyte and Sheeb right now. I've been accumulating, and even Doji is probably a really good one too. ETH, Litecoin, Bitcoin, those are basically my cryptos of choice right now. So I hope you guys are doing great. I hope make wise decisions out there. This is obviously not financial advice. I just am a guy on YouTube trying to help you guys out. Go back to Bitcoin here. If you guys want me to cover something, please let me know too. I will totally help you. And if you guys have a question on any of my indicators, I will let you know too. I'll turn on Lux Algo, give you guys the full Monty right now. I can zoom in on the 4-hour, or I can go to the daily. Basically, this is Bitcoin on the daily, and we are getting the sell still. So that is kind of the reason. And actually, it's funny that the smooth and Higanashi candles, you guys, this is actually turns red. So if you guys are wondering what my indicators are, there's a lot to do with just like the line charts. You can do line charts. You can do smooth and Higanashi. I really like because it basically shows you that like momentum. And sometimes you'll get out of a trade or get into a trade too late. Or you think you should take profits and you get all the way out, but the smoothing and Higanashi still has you in, So, we are on a red candle on the smooth and Higanashi, right? So I just want to give you guys a warning that I do think we have a little bit more downside here. And I think that if the dollar confirms this breakout of 105, then we might have a lot more downside. So, cash is always a good option in these situations. I hope you guys have some dry powder on the side, or at least know how to trade, and you're shorting to hedge. So that's kind of a smart play. So either you're hedging or you're in a lot of cash. And I would say that, with this debt default and things that are going on in the world, you guys, have some silver and gold as real money and insurance. I hope you guys are stacking everything physical and keeping things on your own possession, on your own wallets. You guys got to be safe out there. Please be safe. This video's gone on long enough. Cheers, you guys. I hope you're doing great. Please make smart decisions. Litecoin Martin out.